This is it, folks. The season that at one point was looking to be the happiest season of Love is Blind ever.
I feel like everyone just seems like they work together.
I think so too.
Don't you think?
Everybody kind of just like fits.
Yeah, that one's not aged very well. But don't worry, this will be the happiest day for one woman, maybe even two. It just might not be the woman you're expecting. But alright, we left the last batch of episodes on a big cliffhanger. Sarah's choice at the altar. Is she ready to become a member of Ben's congregation, even though her personal values don't line up with his, and every time she asks him about it, he goes,
I don't remember. That's not a good start, but keep going.
well, what's it gonna be, Sarah?
If yes, say I will.
Ben, I love you so much.
Oh, not a good sign when it starts out with a sigh and awkward smile. Never a good sign.
But I've always wanted a partner to be on the same wavelength. And so today I can't.
And there it is. Definitely the right decision, whether Ben likes it or not. 'Cause Ben doesn't want it to end, so he throws out this.
I love you so much, and I know I want to stay with you and keep growing our relationship if you'll let me.
We'll see.
Ooh, brutal. Not her giving him the we'll see at the altar. And based off how quickly Sarah rushes out of there, I'm guessing the we'll see is more of a we'll see you at the reunion, 'cause bye-bye.
I'm fine. I'm fine. Get me out of here. No. Start the car! Start the car! You guys, really, I'm okay.
So Sarah's mom and sister rush into the car with her to see how she's doing and find out why she said no, which mostly isn't a surprise to her sister.
Like, I asked him about, like, Black Lives Matter, and I'm no expert. When I asked him about it, he was like, I guess I've never really thought too much about it. That affected me, especially in our own city. Like, how did it not make you think about something? I asked him, too, like, what his church's views are, and he said he didn't know. And
Essentially, Sarah says that there were too many differences on core values, and it wasn't necessarily that he was so staunchly against certain things that she aligned with, it was that he often didn't have an opinion or would just say that he didn't know or didn't remember.
I brought up all these things: equality, religion, the vaccine.
I mean, it's like if the world were ending and our lives were being completely uprooted in front of us, Ben would probably take a look out the window and go,
I have no opinion.
So Sarah doesn't want that. She wants someone who's more curious about her inner workings and more inquisitive about her side of things. And she says the differences in opinion wasn't the deal breaker, but rather how little he seemed to care about these subjects.
I think they're all important conversations. Whatever you believe, at least, like, have the conversation.
So that's one down and three more to go, and up next is Joey and Monica, where Monica is saying,
if he says yes, I'm all in. Let's do it.
Meanwhile, Joey comes in like this, and what do you think the over-under is on Joey longboarding his way down the aisle? I think it's higher than it should be for any person ever. So right away, Joey starts talking about Monica's sister and how she's been a big roadblock to the relationship, and I was like, okay, is this going to be an excuse? But then we cut over to the sister, and she's already saying stuff like,
I still question, like, if you can read people. I think back in high school, it's like you brought some questionable people over.
Okay, it's high school, okay?
So I get it. But the reality is that Monica is worried that Joey's been holding back, which has left her in a position of, I don't feel like he's 100%, so I don't know if I can say yes unless he says it first. All the while, Joey is back with his bros playing touch football in the lounge, and I don't know, if it were me, I'd just be feeling sick if I was going to say no and potentially break someone's heart who I've proposed to. I don't know if I'd be able to goof around like this, but maybe he's feeling he needs to get some practice in after that pitiful display during the Bachelor party. But alright, time's up, decisions have to be made, and Monica's sister leaves her with this bit of beautiful advice.
Don't worry, don't be afraid.
You know the answer in your heart.
You know in your heart.
And your brain.
And your brain.
Your heart.
And your vagina.
However, Monica once again reiterates that at this point, it's not her answer, it's Joey's. Because if Joey goes first and says yes, she'll have her reassurance and will also be a yes. So the crowd gathers and oh my good lord, I was joking. I didn't actually think he was going to longboard down the aisle. Well, Monica then joins Joey at the altar without using a longboard, and diabolically, production makes Monica go first.
I don't right now.
See, I told you this was going to be the happiest day of one woman's life, and that woman is Monica's sister. But okay, this was like Netflix jumping in front of a bullet for Joey, making Monica go first and say no, as she'd only have said yes with a Joey yes first. Because now, all the pressure is off of him. He gets off way easier because she initiated the no. And Joey was absolutely going to say no. Now that she said it first, he feels comfortable enough to share that.
And to be completely 100% honest, I'm also not 100% at this time.
No, I know.
I think that's okay.
And in some ways, this is also like Monica jumping in front of a bullet for Joey, because she's protecting him too. So it won't be until the reunion, when we see how they've been since this, where we get the real tea. But once Monica leaves Joey's side, it becomes clear that she is very disappointed, and this is not how she wanted things to be.
If Joey had told me with his words, I am 100% in, I feel like it could have been a lot different.
Joey, meanwhile, continues to blame the sister, but also mentions him working on being more physically affectionate for her, and he also says this.
Monica never said I love you specifically until the altar. The first time she said that she loved me was up there, actually.
Which I totally get, but I also guarantee you that she felt it earlier and wasn't saying it because she needed the validation from you first. Like, yeah, maybe if she had told him she loved him and thrown that out there earlier, that might have gotten Joey closer to saying it, but still. So that's now 2 down and 2 more to go. And up next is Virginia and Devon, where the guy signed the prenup already. Shouldn't this be a done deal? Well, a prenup doesn't mean much without the nup part of it. And my spidey senses started tingling when one of the first things the editors throw in here is all that talk of politics that Virginia kept bringing up, but Devon just sort of shrugged off. Now, conversely, Virginia and her bridal party keep finding ladybugs on her dress and all around her, and they say, that's good luck, that's a good sign. But all through this, I was just over here going,
We'll see.
So Virginia's aunt comes in to officiate, and all of the family members on both sides seem really confident that this one is going through with the double I do. And well, let's not delay any further. It's time for the big moment. Up first is Devon's decision.
I do.
Well, okay then. This one seems locked in. All we need is for Virginia to come out, give her I do, and...
I love you so much. But I'm just...
What?
Ooh, the shock from Dad? And everyone seems surprised. Devon is in tears, and the part that absolutely tore me up was when Devon's niece started getting all confused.
I thought you were the one.
What happened? What's happening?
Ugh, just rip my heart out of my chest. So Virginia goes off and she says she loves him, but it's just too fast. However, Devon's mom, she is not pleased.
How are you gonna say you're not ready for it when that's what the whole experiment was for? Is to find somebody. You found somebody, and now you're not ready.
But I gotta say, I knew when the politics stuff came up earlier that was gonna be a big thing, and lo and behold, Virginia starts to go deeper into the reasons why she said no.
There were even topics that like he didn't want to talk about, like politics, or he just didn't want me to push on. So there was just like depths of our relationship that we didn't get to.
So she says, not terribly unlike Sarah, that their differences in opinion wasn't the deal breaker, it was the lack of communication.
We just didn't get there. And even like our sexual relationship, we just didn't get to it.
She also mentions that there was this check that they got, a gift from one of the family members, and she had no clue about it until the mom brought it up. Like, he did not tell her at all, so that confused her as well.
He was raised in a conservative household, and he just asked me if I like voted with my faith in mind, and that was off-putting because I do vote with my faith in mind.
But the deed is done, and that means 3 down with just 1 couple left. Taylor and Daniel. Surely this one will work out, right? I mean, they've planned all the post-reception party favors, he worships the ground she walks on, and there have been like 0 hiccups ever since his Instagram thing cleared out. They also saved this one for last, which they usually do to end on a happy note. And yeah, that's totally the case. Not even production can add suspense to this one, as there's not a lick of doubt or question from either Daniel or Taylor. They even have Daniel's sister singing on the piano as he comes out and as Taylor walks down the aisle. It's super cute.
And I can't help falling in love with you.
So come on, give us what we already know is coming, and no, this one won't be a fake out, as we get the double I do.
I do.
Absolutely, I do. By the power vested in me, it is my profound pleasure to pronounce you as husband and wife. You may now kiss your bride.
Kiss her on the mouth, like you mean it.
And there you have it. With the biggest cast in Love is Blind history, after all those pod episodes, we have one married couple to show for it. As for the rest, we'll have to wait until the reunion special in a few days to see if anyone's dated since or what the tea is really all about. And that's if Nick and Vanessa actually ask the right question, which is a big if. And hey, maybe there will even be a surprise revelation with Taylor and Daniel, where Daniel goes, "Sorry, I did actually follow you on Instagram, but, you know."
Now you're stuck with me forever.
So that's it for this recap of the Love is Blind Season 8 finale. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a like, comment your thoughts on how everything turned out in the comment section below, and subscribe to the channel for more content. And until next time, Bachelor Fantake out.
I'm fine. I'm fine. Get me out of here. No. You guys, really, I'm okay.